Peace. I just wanted to take a moment and elaborate a little bit on that Richard Sherman situation when he made those post-interview comments about being the best at his position right now. And obviously it created a lot of negative backlash in the media. And one thing that people need to understand is that this is not nothing new. You know, you can take it all the way back to the time of Jack Johnson and him speaking confidently about his ability and people having it in for him simply because he was doing that, even though he can back up those claims. You know, so this is something that's not new. It's been done against people of color, especially here in America, ever since we've been here. And, you know, one of the things that you saw online is a lot of people calling him out of his name, this, that, and the third. And they were going hard at Richard Sherman for just saying that he was the best and being able to back up that claim. Now, you've had a lot of people who were supporting and are endorsing Richard Sherman, saying that, you know, he is the best and give the man credit, you know, you're trying to ostracize him, but you can't, and this, that, and the third. And you have a lot of people talking about they got his back. But a lot of these people who are doing it are hypocrites. And I say to the hypocrites because some people feel comfortable, confident, and safe giving somebody else credit as long as they're not in their lane. You know, some of these people are saying, yeah, Richard Sherman is the best and I support him and all this other stuff simply because they're not defensive backs in the NFL and they're not athletes, period. So yeah, they can give him that kind of credit and acknowledge him because they feel as though it doesn't encroach upon their ability to be the best at what they do. But now when it comes to these same people and acknowledging the greatness and the ability of their own peers who are in the same career field as them, they're very reluctant and silent when it comes to giving them some type of credit. You know, if you're a barber, give that barber that's giving them Richard Sherman lineups credit. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fitness trainer or a fitness model and you know that somebody else is on there at the top of their class when it comes to that, give them credit too. Those are your peers. But these same people, like I said, you don't see them giving their own people the type of credit that they're willing to give somebody that they have no relationship with. And that's one of the reasons why we see so much division and a lack of progress and productivity amongst people in general, because you have that type of mentality where people are able to give somebody credit that it is a totally different field or lane than them. But when it comes to the people that's around them every day, they're reluctant to acknowledge their greatness and their credibility, even though they may not even be speaking as bold and confidently as a Richard Sherman. They just may be demonstrating Richard Sherman ability at what they do. So that's one of the things I wanted to point out. I don't think that a lot of people are paying attention to that. And it's important because one thing that you'll realize is if you are the Richard Sherman in your sphere of endeavor, whether you're an evangelist, whether you're a poet, whether you're a journalist, whether you're a dog breeder, if you're the Richard Sherman or you're the top of the class in that particular career field, if you were to make that claim amongst your peers, the same way you saw people online attacking Richard Sherman, some of your own peers would attack you that way because they don't want to give you that same type of credit, even though they know deep down inside that you are at the top of your class at what you do. So this was inspiring, it was empowering, it was educating for those of you who wanted to look at the situation from a different perspective, and also to encourage those of you who are seeing the situation that's going on with Richard Sherman and him speaking confidently about his abilities, to recognize that if you're going to endorse and give him support your own people too, that you see every day who are just as good or better at what you do. Give them credit too. Peace.